My king, I know you want to date a pretty woman, in fact, a gorgeous one. But I'm here today to share with you some reasons why you shouldn't date hot girls. Now, the very first reason why you shouldn't date hot girls is because most times you will be blinded by the beauty that you will neglect the other things that are important for you to consider before getting into any relationship with any woman. This is what I mean. Most times when you are dating or you are about to date a very hot girl, you tend to turn a blind eye to other things that she does that doesn't sit well with you. You might probably see the red flags. She will disrespect you, disobey you, and make sure to show you some arrogant and rude aspect of her. But because you are so focused in the beauty, you are so focused in how she looks, all the physics, she has everything any man wants in a woman physically. Because of this, you now turn a blind eye to those important things. You neglect finding out if her character and her personality is good enough for you to have a very peaceful and happy relationship. You don't take your time to get to know this woman, know who she is, how she carries herself, and if she's even fit to be your queen. You solely focus on the fact that she's pretty, very presentable, and you can proudly say, that's my woman. But my kings, that is exactly why you shouldn't rush into dating any hot girl. Before you date any hot girl, you should at least be sure that her character and personality matches her face and physique. If she has both, then of course you can go ahead. But if she doesn't, then you should never go ahead to date such a woman. Do not be so blinded by beauty that you go into a relationship that would actually harm you. Don't do that, my kings. And if you are already in a relationship with a very hot girl who disrespects you and treats you bad because she knows she's hot, my kings, you really have to wake up and put her in her place. Because if not, before you know, you wake up, now while you're late, oh gagala. That's not it. It's not what you want for yourself. So stand your ground, my kings, and make sure a woman meets all the requirements she needs to meet before you date her. Another reason why you shouldn't date hot girls is because oftentimes women who are extremely physically attractive do not take the time to actually build up their personalities because they rely on their beauty to get them past every situation. These women know they are very pretty. They've probably been told all their life of how gorgeous they look. So they know they have what it takes physically. So they don't take that time to build other aspects of their life. They don't work on their personalities, their characters, the way they carry themselves, just work on their femininity to be women who would bring peace to their men. They don't pay attention to these things because they believe their beauty alone is enough. Like the only thing they want to bring to the table is their beauty or probably their physics. So my kings, this is why you shouldn't be so blinded that you will just focus on a woman's physics and face because like I mentioned, most times they would not develop their character. And I'm not saying it's like that with every hot girl. Some attractive women have actually taken their time to learn the process of building up themselves, build their characters, their personality. They carry themselves well. They have all the attributes that are required in a woman to make a good home and to have a very peaceful relationship. So those type of women you can go ahead and date. But I'm talking about most of them, at least a good number of them who do not pay attention to these other things. Most of them, you see them living very wayward lives because they know they are pretty. They feel like you should actually be the one to do the other things. What else do you want them to bring? They are bringing you all this beauty, all this body physique, and you think they have to bring something else. Because of this, they would not do that work. Most of them don't even know how to cook. They don't know their way around the kitchen. In fact, they don't even know what and what to put together to make a good dish. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you notice that a woman is just so full of herself because she's pretty and she didn't take time to develop other aspects of her life, please do not be with her. Another reason why you shouldn't date hot girls is that most pretty women are very arrogant, rude, and disrespectful. And this is because they've been validated all their lives, probably by society and other men. I, as a woman, I see some girls very hot and pretty, and I even compliment them. So you can imagine how many of these they've gotten in their lives from the time they were born till now. So they know that they are pretty. So they have this pride, this arrogance, and they treat people like they are more better than other human beings. They treat people like trash. It's like all their lives they've been told they are very good looking, so they feel there is something special about them, forgetting that the fact that they are pretty does not mean that every other thing about them is set. And don't get me wrong, there are some pretty women who are not like that, but it's just very rare. The truth is, 90% of the time, you will get extremely beautiful women, very rude and arrogant. They will show you disrespect in such a way that you will feel it in your bones. And the thing is, most of them are not even intelligent. They don't really have anything to offer. Aside their beauty, there is nothing they can bring to you. They will not be able to add any value to your life. In fact, they don't even add values to their own lives, not to talk of bringing you any value at all. But they are so full of themselves because of this validation they get from the society and other men. And most times, even when they are dating you, they treat you like they are doing you a favor. It's like it's a privilege for you to be with them. So you should actually be glad that they decided to be with you. And you, on the other hand, too, will be there tolerating all this rude and arrogant attitude just because you feel like you've bagged yourself a very hot girl and you want to do whatever it takes to keep her. My kings, do not put yourself in this position. Do not be the one that will add to validating an arrogant, disrespectful, and rude pretty woman just because she thinks she's pretty. If she doesn't bring value, then you shouldn't be with her. Do not let her beauty or her physiques blind you that you would tolerate her misbehavior just to make sure you are with her. Now, the last reason on my list today why you shouldn't date hot girls is because most of them are very materialistic and would drain you financially. Again, I am not saying that every extremely hot girl is very materialistic, but 90% of the time, they are so materialistic. They feel they are very pretty, so they want all the material things to add to themselves to be more glamorous. They want to always show off. They want to always show up and look good. In fact, that is what they take as their job. Their full-time job is to make sure they are doing whatever they can to be trendy, and because of this, it is going to strain you financially. Because remember, most times women who are very materialistic are not ready to do anything to earn that type of living. So most times she would not be doing anything to be able to afford those things herself. So all this financial burden will be on you. And again, remember, she has this mentality that she's doing you a favor by dating you. So she would feel entitled. She would feel like, at least I am dating you, so the best you can do is to provide everything I need. And because of this, it's going to strain you financially. And if you are also very blinded by the beauty, before you know, you do whatever you can to make sure that you are providing and supporting her materialistic lifestyle. And because you don't also want to lose her, you want to make sure that there is no reason for her to look elsewhere. But again, I want you to know that if a woman is very materialistic, there is nothing you do that will make her not look elsewhere. Because remember, she's very pretty and there are men out there who are actually very willing to pay more. So when you notice that a woman is very materialistic because she feels she's pretty and hot, please let her go. Do not spend your time trying to make a woman happy, trying to satisfy her over the bar expectations of you. So my kings, if a woman is not bringing any value to you and she's still materialistic on top, please let her go. So that's it for this video, my kings. These are 4 reasons why you shouldn't date hot girls. Please do let me know if you found this video interesting and informative as well. Do well to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Turn on the notification bell, like this video, drop a comment down below, share this video with your family and friends, and see you in the next one. Bye.